It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, empty.
On 1st down, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Throwing now is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. T.J. Watt coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long.
Lion.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Finding some room at midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. 9-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. He can run for it, and he will. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. I don't know why they said that. I have no idea.
Focus.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Play action, now Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2.
Black 20. Wow. 77.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First carry for James Conner, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger, and he finds McDonald. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really good carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Rip. Ford Tokyo. Black, come on. Shorty. Liz 5-3. Hey, empty.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Caught right side, Tate. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Lion.
Wentz now on 1st down. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Liz 5-3. Liz 5-3.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Into enemy territory. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field 6. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The drive will start with Conner. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McDonald. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
4 down. Whoa.
Roethlisberger will throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And there's a man they call AB. Always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. On third down. That's Connor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So the ball position now at the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. To throw here, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Trey 15, Trey 15.
He'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with time running out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right? I
agree with you on that one. Risk reward up there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run with counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This from 51 yards for the win. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late.